these are all fake. So one day, I was just sitting in my bedroom, laying on the bed, like I always do. I was playing on my phone, playing Polly. And well, so I didn't think nothing of it. Like, I got a text. It said, I know where you live. I got pretty scared, so I blocked the person, but then 5 minutes later, I got a text again. I saw you run my message. Why did you choose to annoy me? I got pretty freaked out, like I did not know. I didn't know. I got freaked out. I didn't know who this was at the time. So I decided to ignore it. But so a few weeks go by, he hasn't texted me back. I blocked him, obviously. Then I get a new text. He says, do you hear that noise at your front door? I think it's here. I'm sorry if I keep saying it. He said, do you hear that noise at your front door? I did. I went to check, and at first I didn't see anything. Then, with the corner of my eye, I saw a man. A big smile, holding a bloody knife. I got terrified. I ran out of my room as fast as I could. Up to my room as fast as I could. The door was locked. I hoped. I prayed they would never break in. I heard the door open. I hid under my bed. Stupidest idea, I know. I saw his feet. I decided to grab the knife from under my bed. Don't ask where I have it. The knife was for protection if something like this ever happened. I stabbed his foot, came out, and said, get out of my house. And there I saw the man, grinning, terrifyingly. Looked so proud of himself. But he was bleeding in his foot. I stabbed him in his hip. Kinda psychotic, but I had to protect myself. This place was called, I would mark it as self-defense. Obviously it is. But then I called the police to arrest him. They arrested him. I showed them the text as proof. And the text was still there, thank God. But then he laughed as he was being dragged away by the cops at me. I still have chills from that day. Would you dare answer the door? Okay, that's that story. I don't know that was the first story. Second story time. Another day, I said to my brother. Another day, brother. What do you mean, sis? He said to me. I said, you don't know? Today is Friday the 13th. I do know, sis. Please don't. Can we not do anything scary today? Oh, come on. We're just going to the camp. It's real, and it's not like Jason Voorhees is real. You're scaring me, sis, my little brother said. Out of no stupidity, I kind of chuckled. Feeling no remorse, but saying, brother, it's okay. It's not like he's real. Even if he was, I would protect you. I'm a good sister. Of course he believed me. Who wouldn't believe me? I mean, I'm nice. I wouldn't be mean to anyone. I feel bad because I did kind of scare him. My favorite serial characters right there. Anyways, I feel bad, but I told him I want to go to a camp because It was abandoned. We made it there. I drove him there. Made it there. It was abandoned. Why would I think that? I just entered the camp with him. I had a machete with me. Well, why wouldn't I? I'm protective of my little brother. And well, so my brother was still scared. I felt really bad. Then I saw somebody run super fast. I told my brother, we gotta get out of here. He was so scared. He was frozen in shock. He didn't know who this was and why he was gonna be traumatized. Don't want him to be traumatized. So I say, come on, come on. He's standing there, frozen. Then we saw him, Jason Voorhees. I grabbed my brother and ran. The guy stabbed me. I told my brother to run as fast as he can. Because if I don't make it, at least he can make it. So he ran, he made it out, and our parents picked him up. I crawled and ran. I crawled with my only leg available and my hip bleeding. And I tried to make it out, but I finally did. I did. Parents got me, but is he still out there? I wonder to myself every day. That's why I'm never going to that camp again. So, I think to myself I was a horrible sibling. But, of course I'm not a horrible sibling, am I? I saved my brother. That's the end of that story. I hope you guys are still here. Please like and subscribe if you made it this far. Next story. Hey. I told my friends, do you want to hear a story? They were hesitant at first, but I said, oh, come on, are you chickens? And they decided to listen. Of course they did. Everyone would listen. Kind of felt bad, but... So then I said, have you heard the legend of Tiki? No. Yeah, Tiki. No, that's just a legend. Well, it's a Japanese legend, but, we live in Japan. Yeah, but, Tiki isn't real, nor's the sign. I know she isn't real, but, so I think this story I was going to tell you, so I was just joking around. Because Tiki, we tried before, she wasn't real. So I talked to them about something. Said, hey, have you ever heard of the Am I Pretty Lady? They shook their heads as if they was saying no. I'm like, well, this lady runs around, asks the people if they're pretty, if she's pretty. If they say she isn't pretty, she'll take off her mask and say, how about now? If they say she still isn't pretty, they'll kill them. If you call her pretty, she'll spare you. She'll like you, but... obviously, that's just what I heard from the story. Oh, come on. It's not like she's real. Hey, who's that? A woman. That's a woman. I'm gonna go check it out, I said. I ran to the front door and then The woman asked, "Am I pretty?" I said, "Of course you're gorgeous." She took off her mask and said, "How about now?" I said, "You're still gorgeous. Don't let some disabilities make you ugly." She said thank you and she walked away. That was something pretty good news, in there. But I still wanted to make sure if it was her and didn't get killed. Like, who would want to be killed? But then my next friend said, "Hey, the same lady you talked to is at the door." And I'm like, "No, she's not." And I saw her. I was like, what could she need now? She arrived, saying, "Since you called me pretty, I'll give you the same smile as mine." I was terrified. She cut open my mouth and made me have a big smile. Now I wear a mask over my mouth. My friends were terrified. They ran. They never talked to me again. Would you call her pretty? Would you call her pretty? And that's the end of that story. It was based off, I don't know. I just called her Am I Pretty Woman because I don't know her real name. Next story. Okay, let me stretch. Okay, next story. So one day I was talking to my friends like I usually do. One of them asked, "Do you want to go to the abandoned house down the street?" I'm like, "Are you guys psychotic?" And they said, "Come on, don't be a chicken." I'm like, "I'm not chicken, I'm just smart." But of course, they made it look like I was scared. They eventually gave in, but I knew that was the stupidest decision. So we went to that house. We were only 5 at the time? Yeah, 5. I heard Leon scream. I went to check and I saw him dead and with his older brother. My name is Ollie. So, now I need a better. My name is Noah. If I didn't tell you. My name is Noah if I didn't tell you, but I saw them dead and I was scared. This is based off a cartoon mini movie. I don't know what cartoon mini movie this is called, so don't ask me. But anyways, back to the story. So, again, I was terrified. Me and the others ran out. Obviously terrified of what could happen next, but one dead. I'm always terrified of something. So, it's been a few years now. I'm 16 and so is my friends. They're 17, 18, and 19. I'm still the youngest of the group. I was 4 when they all were 5. But, so, they asked if I want to go back to that haunted house. I was like, "Are you crazy? Leon died there with his older brother." They said, "Are you scared?" I'm like, "Of course I am. I don't want to Leon's right there. Oh yeah, I forgot he survived. I missed one detail. Only his older brother died. Leon, what are you doing right over there? Oh, sorry, I zoned out. Yeah, I want to go to the haunted house. Seriously? Are you? Are you serious? You want to die? Of course. I mean, you left my brother there to die. I'm like, I didn't mean to. I was terrified. I don't know what left there to kill us. But I promised I wouldn't kill anyone. Of course, that's what they all say. But of course, nobody believed me. Okay, so I decided to go. They were rude, of course, but I went. But going was my biggest mistake. I went, and of course, the same thing I saw. Of course, I should have known Leon was working with his older brother, Leo. No, I thought he was better than that. But so I've been alone. But so then there was a ceremony, and let's skip on. There was a ceremony, and now he's trapped inside my body, and I couldn't think it's about midnight. It's about to end, but I'm gonna get him out of me now. I just used the sage all around my body. He can't control me, or I hope he can't control me. Nobody can control me. Nobody will control me. I pray. No, I died. But it's 1 a.m. I'm still in control of my body. I got it back. Leon showed up and like, hey, big bro, and I'm like, big bro, my butt. And he's like, no, you didn't. You work with your brother. I thought we were still friends. You left me out, and nobody will leave you out anymore. Because you won't be here. And I'm stupid for believing him. I knocked out Leon and ran to my friends, and they said, Leo? But, so Leo, how are you? Noah, how are you still alive? I said, I'm back in control. And of course, nobody's controlling my body ever again. What did you do? I saved my body. They thought it was brave of me, but it was just simple. Nobody's controlling me. Nobody will control my body. I got a bit scared, but that's the end of that story. And now to my friend's story. Once upon a time, there was 5 friends. They went to a hotel. Went to this place with their 5 younger sisters. They hated their younger sisters because they were scaredy cats. Obviously, this is an old gotcha story, but I love it. Okay, bye!